A group of friends and I used to fancy ourselves ghost hunters. We'd visit any cemetery or supposedly haunted building we could get into, but we hit this one cemetery, Walton Cemetery it was called, almost every weekend. On this particular night, we were there well before sundown and with a large group of people. The cemetery is split in half by a main road, with smaller roads branching off of it horizontally. My friend Mark and I were on the south side of the main road with 4 others. Our friend Karen and about 7 other people were on the north side. The sun was just starting to go down, so we could easily see what the others were doing on the other side of the cemetery. At one point, Mark noticed that they were all clustered together as if looking at something. We hadn't had any activity on our side of the cemetery, so we decided to go see. As we approached, Karen excitedly called out to us and said, "Hurry, you have to see this." We quickly ran over to where they were, but we didn't see anything particularly interesting. One of the guys in the group told us they'd seen a small light floating through the air. I believe in ghosts and all that, but I'm pretty skeptical when it comes to other people's stories. I have to experience things for myself before I really believe. I acted politely interested, but figured they were either making it up or just seeing things. Then, as I was about ready to call Mark away to head back to the other side of the cemetery again, I saw it. It was just like they said. A little light no bigger than a small white Christmas bulb, and it was about 2 feet away from me. It drifted upward, hovered at about eye level, and slowly dipped and bobbed away. It didn't blink. It wasn't faint. It was bright, white, and solid. Like I said, it was still pretty much daylight. The sun was going down, but the sky hadn't yet started to darken. "What the hell was that?" I exclaimed. "I don't know," Karen said, "but we've been watching it for about 5 minutes. Mark saw the light just as it dived down into the grass. He sprawled out and cupped his arms around his head where it went down. With his flashlight pointing down into the grass, he desperately looked for any kind of bug or something else that could have caused it. There was nothing. Just then the light popped out of the grass about 10 feet away from him. We watched this light until well after sundown. In fact, it once skirted across my open palm right in front of my face. There was no sound, no sensation, and nothing visible other than the light itself. One of the ladies in our group worked for the local university. She captured the entire event on video and later took the footage to the professor of entomology. The professor reviewed the footage and said 2 things of importance. First, we do not have self-illuminating insects in this part of the country. Second, even if we did, this is not what they look like, as the light was solid and white, not pale and blinking like a firefly. We still have no idea what that light was. We've seen similar things at that cemetery and others, but nothing quite so intimate and up close.